What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for a strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So here we have the daily chart for MSTR, and it closed the highest it has been basically since the beginning of this year. So December 16th was last time price was right around 435, and now price reached the 438, 439 during the session. So so the highest has been, actually we were right around the same level as in May, but we reached the highest point this year. So overall, it is showing some signs of strength in the short term, and long term still shows a lot of signs of strength. And let's go over the technicals, a little bit more of a deep dive. So this channel looks to be in play. You connect the swing lows, you drag it up to the highs, fits pretty good. If the channel rules play out, price is trying to reach the top side right over here. So we could put a little circle as a target. Somewhere right about here is a zone where price can reach the top side of the channel. And we could do a little short-term measurement target as well. You could take this low, drag it up to the high, and then bring it up to the next move, which is right around, so maybe it's coming right about here, right around 554. So it's coming for a new all-time high. I would say that's a key important level. It's an obvious level. Everyone has it on their chart. So that all-time high right around the 540s is going to be a very important level. And also the level that we're currently trading at right now, you could consider it as a zone. So right around this zone of about 430s to 440s is probably going to be a decent amount of resistance. So something like that. So I think we can go ahead and color that too. I'll just leave it how it is. But yeah, you could, instead of a line, think of it as like a zone. Instead of a ballpoint pen, you could think of it as a crayon. So that's how the zone works. It's not really an exact level you need to keep an eye on. So let's see what happens. We did see a nice break on Friday of this prior high back here at 430. A little bit of a pullback to fill in the gap that was created during the opening bell. But it doesn't have to completely fill. Like, there's a bunch of gaps that also have not been filled, dating back for a while now. So it's not a big deal that they're filled. But either way, it looks like it's ready for higher prices. We maybe see consolidation at this level, maybe even a slight pullback. But as long as we don't see anything drastic, you don't want to see something like this. You don't want to see price go up a little bit and start coming down, break the channel, and make a very large move down, pull back. Most likely, it's going to go down instead of up. So you don't want to see something like this. Even if we pull back, that's fine. We can bounce and move up higher, or we could just continue moving up higher at the pace that we're currently seeing right now, or we just continue trading sideways. So there's three bullish situations that can play out. Who knows which one? It doesn't really matter as long as price works its way towards that target of 550. So that's what I see in the daily chart. And a lot of people are getting excited. And it's more like we won the battle, but the war is still going on. So this is not over yet. I mean, there's still a lot of upside I'm waiting for. And hopefully we do get it. No one knows the future with certainty, but things are still looking bullish. So I'm expecting price to get up to those levels that I mentioned in my prior videos. So again, we won the battle, but we have not won the war yet. So this is a little bit of celebration, but don't get too excited yet. I mean, this can always, yes, you still have to keep in the back of your mind that this always can top anywhere, and then that's it. And then you're going to go in a bear market. So there's always that 2% chance, 5% chance. Who knows the exact number, but there's always that slim chance that, price has topped and we're going to go into a bear market. But as right now, I don't see that on the chart, and I'll be expecting higher prices. So that's what I see on the daily chart. MSTR holdings still 597,325 Bitcoin, and they didn't buy last week, so I'm expecting them to buy this week. Hopefully a decent amount. It's probably going to be like right around 110, 112,000 as an average purchase, but that's just going to continue to go up over time. And Bitcoin treasuries list, MSTR is still number one. No one's catching up to them. Mara Holdings is, what is that? They need to at least 10x, 11x, 12x. Actually, this point is probably like 12x to catch up to MSTR. So there's only a few companies in the world who can get, even close to this. And those companies are probably not going to even buy a single Bitcoin for a long time, like Microsoft or Nvidia or even Apple. So MSTR is just going to be the dominant player. And me and Jor in our podcast that we did recently, make sure you guys check that out. It was a lot of value in that about Bitcoin and Bitcoin treasury companies. We went over the Bit 7. So he coined the term Bit 7 the first time I heard it from him. That, instead of the Mag 7, you'll have the Bit 7. So I'm pretty sure MSTR is going to be up there just like the Apple or, Microsoft of today. So see what happens. And let's close this off by looking at Bitcoin's chart and then the weekly chart for MSTR. So here's Bitcoin. It's also doing a similar situation, very similar pattern. And we have a channel potentially in play. It's not really confirmed, but it looks like it is doing something. We're finding minor resistance at the dash line, consolidating, probably going to break out higher. Looking for about 136,000 for Bitcoin in the short term. And it also broke through its all-time high with a decisive break. So let's go ahead and mark that. This was the prior all-time high right about there. We had a decisive break of it. So this is a good sign. It shows signs of strength for higher prices. So overall, Bitcoin looking pretty strong. Let's go back to MSTR. But one thing I want to mention first is that a lot of people think MSTR is not, beating Bitcoin in terms of the return or is lagging. Well, from low of April of this year to the high is about 57, 58%. So let's see what MSTR is. So the low from April to right now, that was about 57, 58. This one is about 84, 85. So if you go to here, you go to the charts, 1 year return, MSTR is still beating the entire competition. The S&P 500 companies. But even the 3-year turn, Nvidia got a slight upper hand, but MSTR should overtake that soon. And the other Strike and Strife, those are MSTR's products. So it's still outperforming Bitcoin in the 3-month. It's still outperforming Bitcoin in the 1 year, and it's still outperforming Bitcoin since 2020 by a massive margin. So this company is still outperforming, and I'm expecting to outperform. In the meantime, it may not look like it, but that's just called opportunity. So let's see what happens in the long term, but MSTR should outperform, theoretically, Bitcoin. Remove all the drawings. Let's take a look at the log scale. Very nice close to the week. This is an absolutely nice looking candle. Nice bullish candle. You can see that it was trading right around, the lower 400, high 300s, and price was able to close up near the highs of the candle, which shows signs of strength. Not a large candle, which shows signs that, we still have a lot of power left. Typically, you'll see like big candles near the top of a move, like this one right here. And then you'll see like short to medium ones at the beginning. So overall, this looks like a move, beginning of a move. Still looks very bullish. Nice structured channel and or trend lines. So we have this trend line right here. And then we have this trend line right here. Very bullish, very powerful. Still looking very good. So I'm still looking for much more higher prices than what we have been seeing. This is practically nothing yet. So overall, looks very strong for higher prices. You could even drag this a little bit over. And maybe you drag it off the wicks, something like this, something like that. You angle it a little bit more. So either way, this looks very nice. Looks like shorts are going to be trapped. Bunch of stop losses above these levels. And I'm expecting a nice breakout to occur. Just like last time, price has been consolidating and then it breaks out. So here was the prior breakout. You draw a horizontal line. Once it broke that level, we just went straight up. This is the next level right here, right where we at right now. So let's see how bullish this can get. But Bitcoin looking pretty good. MSTR looks pretty good in the short term, long term. And I'll leave it at that. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.